Namo Buddhaya. Hello, welcome to the Buddha Dhamma TV. I am Karen Tan. Yesterday we had a sermon on mindfulness in daily life. It was the first part, and today we are fortunate to have again Venerable Ajahn Ken Malko, to continue the second and final part of his sermon entitled Mindfulness in Daily Life. Let's welcome Venerable Ajahn to deliver the second and final part of the talk.
Because why? Human being got what? Pride, ego. And when you read certain books, you read a lot of, if you are doctorate, you're educated, very highly educated, you're supposed to hold a degree or PhD. And someone who is not a PhD comes along, saying, I got standard. The kind of ego. And if you go to a retreat and the teacher says, oh, you have attained this level, wow, straight head you have a mongkut, the kind of crowned. They crown you with a crown. Yeah, they crown you. This level attainment, wow, so you must maintain attainment. Become what? Become more arrogant. Become more rigid. That you must maintain your standard, you cannot lower a standard. Yeah, I met a lot of lay people, they're like that. They practice, they come back from Thailand. Wow, they have the standard already. Yeah, then they say, I think they take wrong medicine, come back. So I asked the lay people, how's your meditation? The minute they open the mouth, say, wrong path. Because why? They have attainment already. And they cannot bow down to the monk, because they have attainment already. I say, this is wrong. This is wrong. And because they hold so fast to the kind of attainment that they cannot bow to you, so how are we going to guide them? We cannot guide them. So we got to reverse the whole thing that, this stupid monk here got no standard to teach you. They said, How come? How come monk say that he's stupid? Wow, that means I'm better. I say, never mind, you're going to ordain. This is where we break the ice. You're going to ordain. You must ordain. Cannot, Ajahn, cannot ordain this, I cannot ordain that. I say, why God got attainment cannot let go? The minute you attain, that means you understand the Dhamma, you are able to let go, no more attachment. You won't attach to your wife, your kids, your mom, your dad. Don't talk about external things. The minute you see the truth of the Dhamma, your mind straight away want to relinquish. A lot of things you say, okay, I want to stop. You start to plan already. I will map your retreat. How are you going to retreat? Retreat back and let go of everything. This is someone who gain, who really understand, they will let go. They want that bigger car, bigger house, more share, stock market, this and that, and talk about meditation, let go. Nah, I don't believe. Every day sit there. I got one devotee, but he died already, then I can say. Yeah. He always say that he attained this attainment, that attainment. And one day when the share market dropped, I look at his face, no more attainment. Yes, he come to the temple, he was talking about the share, everything about the share. So I after my meal, I listen, I say, hey, come here. I say, you all the while talking about arahantship, nothing to attach. What happened? He said, Ajahn, when the market crashed, my heart also crashed. I said, why? Because I invest in share. I said, so your attainment, nothing? I said, nothing. Actually, I got nothing. You see? Then later he start to open up. You see, Ajahn, you know why not? Because your talk are very rough one. No? Then you shout at me. I feel very shameful. My pride is hurt. My ego is hurt. So I must bring out. I said, then who is the losing end? You lose. You lose. You shouldn't be holding on to all this kind of concept that you attain something just because you want to tell people that you meditate longer, or you are an experienced meditator. A lot of people are like that. I remember when I first meditate, a lot of my seniors, they meditate so long, for years and years. And I'm a newcomer, but I put in a lot of effort. From first day I learned meditation until the number third month, 3 months, I can sit one shot 3 hours. No, without moving, even pain, I just bite my teeth and sit it through. Until one day when the mind go into full concentration, that means no thoughts, overcome the pain, and the mind went into full concentrations, right? So I went to relate my experience to all these so-called experienced meditator, my senior, and the result is, no lah, cannot be lah. Just meditate, just a while only, how to be, impossible. So from then, I start to, better don't talk. Meditation thing, you better don't talk to those non-meditators, because you're only making them creating more back action for themselves. Because of their pride, they thought that we are in the Buddhist circle for so long. We can't even have this attainment, this kind of result. This young guy telling me his mind going to full concentration, describe everything. Which book you read? So I say, no, it's real. But people still don't believe. But when you understand, when the mind going to full concentration, you straight away you understand, that give me the confidence that I want to ordain as a monk. If as a lay people I can progress and gain this kind of happiness, if I ordain as a monk, I think I can go further than that. That's why we ordain. That's why ordination gives us the opportunity to really full swing. Full swing what? In the practice. To eradicate the defilement inside your heart. It's not external. Why am I sharing you these kind of things? It's to encourage you all that every individual got the potentials in the practice. And we are on the board already. It's just that you got to put in effort. Don't give up. Like I said earlier, everybody got defilement, everybody make mistake. We know the mistake, we change, but don't give up. When you have time, meditate. When you have time, meditate. If you have no time, maintain your mindfulness training. It can be very painful because knowingly that I'm doing a very meaningless thing, but what to do? You're in this supposition world, and you have a parents to look after, you have your wife to look after, your kids to look after. That's for those person whose mind has entered samadhi. I'm very sure they will agree with what I'm saying now. For those people who say, you don't, because you still have the kind of, we call it unwillingness. When the Buddha talked about anicca, impermanent, your mind, no lah, anicca a bit lah. When the Buddha talked about dukkha, suffering, no lah, a bit of happiness. When the Buddha talked about anatta, no lah, how can anatta, a bit lah, I don't want to accept all. You see, because our mind don't see the truth, that's why our mind is always against the Buddha's teaching. Whether you agree with me or don't agree with me, this thing happen in every individual's mind. Agree? Why? Because you don't see the truth yet. You don't experience the real calmness in your meditation. That's why there's a tug of war. I'll always describe this kind of mind state. There's kind of tug of war. Should I tortoise head meditation. You know what's called tortoise head? Sometimes one, sometimes the one. Go in, come out. Feel like doing, okay, full swing. Then, I'm going to take a rest. And then, what happened? Lost the steam already. Lost the kind of conviction already. There's no continuity. There's no continuity in your effort. That's why we don't see result. So in order to build out this kind of what we call habit, right? Let's say, I don't have so much time. I may spare about half an hour. Okay, do half an hour, but every day, without fear. Without fear, every day. Okay, one day how many times? You yourself go and decide. But throughout the whole day, throughout the whole day, you just maintain mindfulness by referring back to your breath or the body. Just keep referring. Then you see the changes in your life. What happened is, normally we have retreats and people are too tense, very tense, and they always very, they want to spend very less time but want to get good result. A lot of people want that way. I want to spend, 7 days, I want to become a Sotapanna. Yeah. Then they say, Buddha said one, man. This is in the book, man. Not wrong. But when the Buddha said that, whole day, whole night, 7 days, is whole day, whole night. Can you do it? We can't do it. So as we said, okay, maybe 7 months. But 7 months, one day, how many hours your mind outside? And you're not mindful at all. Right? But if you are mindful, even though you're doing your job, even though you're doing your work every day, you still practice because what? You are mindful. That's why we can get things done in order, very organized. Right? But you are doing external things. It's still involved with what? Greed. It's still involved with a lot of vested interest externally in terms of monetary gain, name, fame, status, blah, 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 right? That's external thing. Is it wrong? No, it's not wrong because it is within the frame of 5 precepts. Go ahead, full swing. Don't be, don't like some other people scared to be rich. Oh, the Buddha said cannot be too greedy. So I mustn't expand my business. Hey, what kind of mind you're thinking? If you have the opportunity, go ahead. Because not every day, raining day, some day is very dry. How? When you have the opportunity, do it. But within the 5 precepts. So when you can rest, rest. Right? Cold season, nobody rest. Likewise, but in the practice of meditation, you got to That's why this is what we call common sense. A lot of people, they practice Buddhism. They become no common sense, They have wrong view, they have wrong understanding about the whole thing. As though the Buddha want the whole world to go dooms like that. No, you are wrong, right? We're using the Buddha's teaching as a guide to guide us to the right path, to the kind of skillful path, meritorious path. Right? The Buddha never guide us to go to hell, never. No? At least come back as a human being or a deva. Never go down to hell, never go down to animal realms, never. So the precept is so important. With the support of the precept, then you start to practice. That's why you see a lot of people now by explanation, my explanation is very plain and straightforward, right? No bombastic terms. So it's very easy. You think it's reasonable thing, common sense. It's just that you have to have the precept to counsel along, right? To guide you. And this is something a lot of people find very hard. Just the precept itself. They say that sometimes yes, sometimes no. I say, well, the Buddha never force you, take a knife and you better, no? It's up to you, it's your own karma. It's how dedicated you are, how much sacrifices you want yourself to be in the practice, that's all. Right? There's something out there you got to decide for yourself. Sometimes they come and ask a monk whether this and that. I say, how to answer you? You are not me, I'm not you. Right? Certain decision making, you know better because you are upfront out there, you know better. You want to ask the monk about meditation, how to kill the defilement, the monk will tell you. Beside that, you ask the monk really, you ask the wrong advisor. Don't ask the monk about other things beside Dhamma. Bhante, I want to open my shop, good or no good? I said, I don't know. I'm a monk for 38 years. I lost touch already. So we have to tell, lost touch already. Not to offend the person. Lost touch. Really lost touch. We don't know. Then you want me to think for you or what? Plan for you some more. Too much. So remember, when you ask the monk question, ask things concerning what? Practice. Unless spiritual thing, mental thing. Again, sometimes when you ask the monk don't answer you, it's quite cruel also. But when you hear the truth, also very painful. Right? It's very painful to hear the truth, So sometimes when we say something, say or don't say, say already, maybe something happened, how better don't say. Yeah. They don't say. You see, why Bhante don't tell me? How to tell you? Cannot. We can't say certain thing. You cannot say. We better don't say. We just keep quiet. Ignore the question. Not everything we know. No? Sometimes we really don't know. And then we don't want to commit ourselves also. Because why? Once you say something happen, hold responsible now. So we got to be very, very careful. Certain thing. But of course, again, like I said earlier, the lay people have the trust in the Sangha member. So certain things they will still ask you, right, for advice. So we will only tell you what is relevant, what is helpful, that's all. And certain things that doesn't concern us, we are not going to say because you will only create bad karma for ourselves and for the individual. Right? So in the practice of the Dhamma in the human life, human life in this existence in the society we are staying in. I always use the word, use your common sense. Use your common sense. It's not so difficult. It's difficult is what? When executing the precept. When the defilement is threatened, it has a lot of reason. Cannot this and cannot must this and must that. So the precept is the one that's going to lead us to peace and happiness in this lifetime and many lifetimes to come. The precept is the one that's going to bring you wealth, your name, your fame. The precept. Previously, when I considered the precept, I say, precept can bring you fortune? In what way? But as I ordain longer, as I expose longer, when we were young, we cannot figure it out. When we are alive, get older, more exposure, then we say, oh, it's true. It's true. People start to trust you. People start to have the belief in the individual. People will assign the duty or that kind of things to the individual, so the individual can have an increase in their wealth because of the posting, because of the position, and a lot of benefit follows. So you see how this precept can help us, really benefit us. So have the faith in the Buddha's teaching. And certain thing you cannot think of, don't think. Go and ask people who are wiser than us. Don't try to crack your head in and start to, why? And get yourself worked up. No point, right? Same thing, like sometimes we meditate, certain knowledge arises within our meditations. And it has something to relate with our work or something in our life. We call it this kind of intuition knowledge. It comes from the meditation. It's not that you want to know, but this thing happens by itself. It's a bonus. And okay. And when you start to watch it, it does really manifest. But of course, we're not going to attach to this kind of knowledge because they are worldly knowledge. And if you use it wrongly, it will only increase your greed, your ego, your pride. Like I mentioned earlier, my lay people, they come back from Thailand. He's crowned with attainment. And this attainment that he has been crowned, he cannot bow down to a monk anymore. Until something happens, then his crown disappears. Sometimes they can say that they are anagami, I think, wow, so good. And something, no, actually sotapanna only. I say, this got discount. How come got discount? So you see the uncertainty. These people, they are uncertain in their mind. They doesn't really experience the experience that they report, not real. It's more of a book knowledge. Because if you meditate, it really comes from the heart. You know means you know, really you know. But then knowing also, nothing, just a knowledge, nothing. But it's something you need to know in order for you to let go, to understand. Because you cannot just simply let go of things without understanding. You can't. You can't. For example, anger is no good, right? But how come people still get angry? Take for example, everybody know, right? Anger is no good. Being angry is no good. But how come we take pleasure in anger? Because why? There's a lapse of mindfulness. We are not fast enough. We are so involved with external things. Our mind has been outside of us. Out already. You have lose your base camp. Your base camp got no guard, no mindfulness guarding. Out already. So when the emotion pop up, poof, that's it. You're caught up. Until you come back home, you start to meditate, you see, wow. You got burned and become crispy already inside. Crispy, the black already. You so pitiful today. Wow. Then it takes you what? Hours and hours just to clear out that mind state. I use the word hours and hours to just clear out that mind state. Believe it or not. And then the residue that stay in your mind, the residue, the memory, the minute you hear the voice of the individual, bang, like a fire, bang, inside, they say, why? I see, why? See, this is the problem. This is why the Buddha say, birth is suffering. The birth of what? This thought. Suffer. The first impact, who get it? We get it. The other party, they doesn't know, so you get angry. He doesn't know. No, people don't know. But inside you're burning, curse and swear. The fellow still talk to you like normal. But inside, don't talk to me lah. Don't talk to me lah. So, you see, anger. So, if you're mindful, it's different now. If you're mindful, the voice you heard, because maybe you'll be clearing your mind. May I be well and happy for so many days. Then that morning, the sound come, bang, hey. You see the emotion pop, 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 in your mind. But you are mindful. You just watch it. You see? There's a difference here already. There's a shield. Mindfulness shield. You see, your mind don't latch on to the thought. It's just an emotion that arrives. And after a while, it tortures you a bit, but you don't get involved. Just watch it. And it dies off eventually.
Hurry, hurry to the temple to learn the Buddha Dhamma of our greatest Lord Buddha, who has found the way to peacefulness is to avoid all evil, do as much good deeds, purify our mind. Hurry, hurry to the temple to learn the Buddha Dhamma of our greatest Lord Buddha, who has found the way to peacefulness is to avoid all evil, do as much good deeds, purify our mind. Row, row, row your boat gently up the stream. Merrily, 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 life goes up and down. Row, row, row your boat gently up the stream. Merrily, 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 life goes up and down. Life goes up and down. Do as much good deeds, avoid all evil, purify our mind. That's what Buddha taught. We must follow them, then we will inside us from life after life, inside us from life after life.
The Dhammapada is a regular and weekly presentation by Bande Sivali. He has already presented 69 verses with a brief sermon on each verse on Buddha Dhamma TV. Now let's welcome Bande Sivali to present the verse number 70.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Welcome to the Dhammapada program, Buddha Dhamma TV. Today we are going to discuss the verse number 70 of the Balavagga, a chapter on immature or the fools. Here the Buddha explains, a foolish person sets out to attain the highest reward of spiritual life as an austere ascetic. He eats a mere morsel of food with the tip of a blade of grass, and that too once a month, with the tip of a blade of grass, and that too only once a month. Still, that kind of misguided ascetic will not at all be nearer liberation than when he started. With all that, he is not worth even 1/16th part of an arahant, the enlightened, who has achieved the unconditioned. Achieved the unconditioned. This was uttered by the Buddha. It is important to understand that if we are not intelligent enough to understand the Dhamma, there is something wrong. It's not because of my inability to understand, but it could be my negligence. I'm smart enough, I have the intelligence, but not smart enough to understand that. When an ignorant person commits an act of sin, it does not immediately yield bad results. Not immediately. There is a waiting period. This is just like the freshly extracted milk, which does not curdle immediately on being extracted from the cow's udder. The sin that has been committed remains concealed like the sparks covered with ashes and continues to follow and burn the doer of sins. Doer of sin. Why? Because it is not immediately the results can be seen. It takes little time. Just like the piece of fire covered in the ash, which is not possible to be seen. But when the time comes, it comes out and we can see it. We will be misled if we say that there is no fire. If you think that there is nothing to happen because there is only ash, but we are not aware that there is a piece of fire burning. inside the ash. Likewise, what we have done something wrong, it doesn't mean that there is no bad impact. As a result of that, it is there, but when the time comes, in due course, it will be there. And the sin doer will have to undergo that. There's no escape. There's no escape. Whatever is learned by the ignorant is conducive to harm. It brings about his own downfall. Misplaced learning destroys whatever potential a learner possesses and renders him useless in terms of real knowledge. In terms of real knowledge. So these two verses, 70 and 71, also 72, explain that if there is no immediate results of the sins, it doesn't mean that it is over. If we have done something bad, and it will follow us until the proper time comes. The proper time comes, just like a fire coming out of the ash. Same way, the sin doer will have to face the consequences in appropriate time. Knowledge, this stanza emphasizes that even the knowledge of the foolish person brings about his destruction. Knowledge needs such other refinements as capacity to use it so that no harm is done to oneself and others. The foolish people, though they may acquire some skills, are devoid of the wisdom to use it properly. By the ignorant, what is learned only to his harm, conducive of the ignorant person's head cut off. Whatever good is in him destroys. So whatever is learned by the ignorant is conducive to harm. It brings his own downfall. Misplaced learning destroys whatever potential a learner possesses and renders him useless in terms of real knowledge. Terms of the real knowledge. This, in essence, in a brief, this is 70, 71, and 72. Conveys. So, what is important also to understand here? If something has done, if there is no immediate results, good or bad, it doesn't mean that it is over. It doesn't mean that it is over. It is somewhere. When the right time comes, it comes out of hidden place. Just like a piece of fire that is hidden, covered by the ashes. As long as it is covered by the ashes, we will not see the fire. But when the ashes goes away, we can see it. In the same way, when the proper time, appropriate time comes, the bad thing come on us. That is in a way, kamma vipakaja patibhavsuna sakkoti. Nobody can avoid the results of the karma. When it comes, we cannot postpone it. When it comes, we cannot avoid it. When it comes, we have to face under any circumstances. There is no escape. May you all be well and happy. Sukhi hotu.
Avoid all evil, purify our mind. That's what Buddha taught. We must follow them, then we will have peace inside us from life after life. Do as much good deeds, avoid all evil. Purify our mind, that's what Buddha taught. We must follow them, then we will have peace inside us from life after life. Inside us from life after life.
That is all for today's program. If you have any questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to contact us at info@buddhadhammatv.com. Our team is committed to sharing the noble, serene, and profound teachings of the Buddha, guiding you on your spiritual journey with his timeless wisdom. Thank you for being with us. See you next Saturday at the same time. Namo Buddhaya.